Guide to Happy Housing Together with Hug. Chapter 1. Introduction to Hug. Hug was established in accordance with Article 16 of the NHUF Act. Hug was founded to improve housing and revitalize urban renewal projects, thereby contributing to a better quality of life for the public in terms of housing and city life by providing various guarantees, implementing national projects, and operating and managing NHUF effectively. Chapter 2. The Jeonse Deposit Refund Guarantee. B, who has come to Korea and is living in a Jeonse house, keeps track of the news very carefully these days in order to gain information on Jeonse deposit issues or new systems. Thank God! I thought I wouldn't get back a penny. Thanks to this, I can go to a new home, says A, who lives in a city in Gyeonggi-do. Because his Jeonse contract was expiring soon, he was planning to move to a new apartment using his savings and the deposit that he would get back from the lessor. Due to the lessor's financial problems, however, he could not receive his deposit even after 1 month following the termination of his contract. But A says he was not so worried because he had signed up with Hug's Jeonse Deposit Refund Guarantee. A made a claim on the guarantee with Hug, and now he has moved out after safely getting his Jeonse deposit back. B has become thoughtful after seeing the news article. He thinks, what about my deposit? What is the Jeonse Deposit Refund Guarantee? The Jeonse Deposit Refund Guarantee is a policy whereby Hug guarantees the return of a Jeonse deposit if a lessor fails to return the Jeonse deposit, or in the event of shortage after the dividend is generated by auction or public sale. The fee for a Jeonse deposit refund guarantee, assuming the deposit is 100 million won, is 128,000 won a year for apartments and 154,000 won a year for other houses. If you are not able to receive your deposit, you must make a claim on the guarantee. The benefit of a Jeonse deposit refund guarantee is that the deposit can be returned only via a claim on the guarantee. Housing transfer can occur after lease registration when the term of the Jeonse agreement has been completed, and it can be carried out independently by the lessee without cooperation by the lessor. The Jeonse deposit refund guarantee. Just be cautious about these points. You need to contact the warranty company if the contract has changed or has been automatically extended. You must actually live in the contracted house. We do not guarantee interest, compensation, etc. aside from the Jeonse deposit in the guarantee. If you need to move following the contract period and you have not received your deposit, you must first notify the guarantee company. Afterwards, you must complete a lease registration order and file a claim with Hug. Next, I will tell you about the precautions you need to take when entering into a contract. When entering into a Jeonse contract, be sure to check the real estate register with a real estate agent. You should check once again on the day that you enter the contract and on the balance payment date. How to look at a real estate register. At a register, there is a column for title and columns A and B. In column A, matters regarding ownership are written, and in column B, matters regarding rights other than ownership are written. If you look at the register, you can see from column A that the owner is Gil-dong Hong, and you need to check if the name of the owner matches the name of the lessor when you enter into a Jeonse contract. You can see from column B that Hangbok Bank has established a right to collateral security to the debtor Gil Dong-hong. This is established to guarantee receivables in the future. And you have to look carefully at the total amount of the 전세 deposit and right to collateral security compared with the price of the house. Then, what should you do to safeguard your deposit? First, transfer to the accommodation. Second, make a notification of move-in. And third, get a definite date. A transfer means to receive the house keys and to move in. A notification of move-in refers to notifying the relevant authority of a change of address and registering that address once you have moved into a new house. If you transfer and make a notification of move-in, this provides opposing power against third parties. Opposing power refers to the right to claim a pre-existing legal relationship to another creditor. Here, it refers to the legal right of the lessee not to be driven out from the house with a 전세 contract, even if the owner of the house has changed. Lastly, definite date is the date recognized by the relevant authority of the new home as the date when the lease contract was entered into. If you go to the community service center with the lease contract, the government official will check the details of the contract and stamp a date, which is the definite date. When you transfer, make a notification of move-in and get a definite date. You are given a right to be able to receive money before subordinate holders, which is called a preferential payment right. If these three requirements are met, opposing power and preferential payment right is granted from after midnight. Do not forget to meet these requirements. Definite date and establishment of 전세 right are among the mechanisms available to secure your deposit. Definite date costs less. The procedure is simple, and it does not require the consent of the lessor. However, to get the deposit, you must file a lawsuit, might not be able to receive the deposit for a long time, and you cannot get your deposit back if you move out. Establishment of 전세 right costs more than definite date, but you can get your deposit by requesting a voluntary auction without filing a lawsuit. However, this is recorded in the register, and if your deposit is bigger than the price of the house, you may suffer losses. You also need the consent of the lessor. You should look at the pros and cons of both systems and choose the appropriate system. Other deposit securing systems include lease registration and preferential payment rights. If you move out without receiving your deposit, you may keep your opposing power and preferential payment right through lease registration. Preferential payment right is a system whereby you can receive your deposit prior to other creditors if the deposit is less than a certain amount. The range of deposits that can be protected and the amount of preferential payment will vary according to the date and area. Therefore, you must check this if you wish to take advantage of this system. In particular, the period is based on the date when the right to collateral security is acquired, so you have to be careful when reading the real estate register. Chapter 3. Q&A. Is it possible to get a 전세 deposit refund guarantee even if the target house has senior notes? The guarantee is available only if the value of the senior notes is less than 60% of the house price. Is it possible to get a guarantee even if a transfer record exists for another household? This is not possible for those residing in general housing. However, it is available for detached houses and multi-household houses. Is it possible to get a guarantee even if I have applied for a 전세 loan? If the loan was made by a financial institution other than Hug, and the deposit receivables were transferred, a pledge right established, or if it is transfer restricted for security purposes, a guarantee cannot be provided. We have hereby learned about Hug's deposit guarantee and relevant systems regarding 전세 deposits. Your precious 전세 deposit. Hug will keep it safe alongside you. Korea Housing and Urban Guarantee Corporation.